Hey, yo, listen up. Tonight, we apologize for nothing.
Why haven't you asked me to be your girlfriend?
You've never done this before, have you?
Play like we know how to play. Sir.
Riley, can what happened tonight just stay between us?
And we win like we know how to win.
So you want to try rough?
Yeah, let's do it. Get put down. Get the fuck up. We gotta keep moving.
Congratulations on your debut movie, Riley, which you're touring film festivals, and I think you're in our state already. But anyway, we're talking to you because you're about to come to show it in OUTshine in Miami's film festival. So before we start, can you tell us in your own words, without giving it all away, what Riley is about?
Riley is a coming of age movie about a closeted high school football player. It's a movie about his relationships with his teammates and his best friend and his parents and his girlfriend. But most importantly, it's kind of a movie about his relationship with himself.
Mm-hmm. So tell me, was it influenced by your story or is it your story?
It's essentially my story. I equate it to numbers sometimes. 90% maybe of what the film entails was pretty strongly influenced by my own life experience. I wanted to make something real personal, so it's strongly influenced by my own personal story. Yes.
Were you truthful to your story, or did you change the ending to make it nicer for the film?
Oh wow, that's a fantastic question. I was mostly truthful, I would say, in how the film portrays what I went through. I didn't come out during high school. I waited until after I graduated to kind of come out to people. I wasn't as truthful with how talented a football player Riley is. I wasn't quite as good as he was, so I might have had some taken some creative liberties there. But for the most part, it was the hardest part for me was the struggle of coming to terms with myself, and in that way, I tried to remain very truthful to what I was going through at that time in writing this story.
Be honest now. Is the hero as good looking as you, or is he better good looking than you?
Oh, the jury is still out on that one. I will say Jake is a great looking guy. And as much as I'd like to say that we were just going for the looks, I wanted someone who was just a good performer. So
why was it important for you to make this as your debut movie?
like I said, I wanted to write something that was really personal. And I think the more personal I could make it, the more effective it would be. I just wanted to tell a story that meant something to me because I thought it might mean something to, a wider audience. And you make your first movie and, no one's going to hand you a check for $5 million. I had to make something that I could actually pull off. And so keeping it simple was something kind of that was on my mind as I pieced the story together. But there was this chapter in my life that I thought would make for an interesting narrative arc. And so that's kind of what we did.
Don't go into too much detail, but how difficult is it for you to get the support and finance for the first movie?
I mean, it's almost impossible. I was able to rely on loved ones, friends, and family to kind of donate to our crowdfunding campaign, and that's where a nice chunk of the money was able to come from. But it was also, relying on favors and things too to pull it off.
Mm-hmm. Our reviewer commented on what a very talented cast you had. So I want to talk to you about your casting process and also where you stand on gay roles being played by gay men.
We did a short film called Rendezvous that was essentially our proof of concept that we shot a few years ago in 2020. We brought Jake in for that, who the lead who plays Dakota, and then the older character in that short film was JB, who kind of reprises his role here in the feature. So we had kind of the basis for those two roles set. From there, we worked with my casting director, Paul Ruddy, an incredible casting director, brought in some of our actors to flesh out the rest of the young ensemble. And then Jake brought some of his own friends on as well to play his best friend, Jaden. The thing I'm probably most proud of with the film is the performances that we got from this young ensemble. I'm so stoked on what they were able to bring to the table. I don't know, when it comes to the gay roles playing played by gay actors. I don't know that I've come to my own conclusion about that. I really set out to make something, to find an actor who was going to tell the most truthful version of the character that I'd written, and Jake did that. He did that far and wide for us, and I have no regrets working, with him or with anyone on this film. I'm just so proud of what they were able to do, because they told something that I thought was truthful.
My reviewer also added, but he thought this was an excellent film that should be shown to students. Have you got any plans to do that apart from the film festivals?
Not necessarily, but I would absolutely love to have some sort of opportunity to showcase the film to university film classes, or to even high school film classes. Some of the film touches on some very, very intimate moments that I went through when I was going through high school. But I think those moments can be important for young, struggling queer kids to see, and we'd love to, bring the film to those types of audiences, to tell them, like, hey, things are okay. You're okay just the way you are.
So what's the journey for the film after Miami? Do you know? Have you got a general release set for it?
No general release set just yet. We will continue to play film festivals through the rest of the year. We're kind of all over the place. I'll be in San Luis Obispo. I'll be up in Canada next month. May we'll be in a few places. June we're starting to get some acceptances at some festivals in June. The idea is that by the end of the year, hopefully, we've locked distribution and the film has done a full year on the festival circuit, and then it's out and streamable and rentable and watchable for people to see at home.
Good. And do you know what's next for you, or are you still committed to this journey of this film?
I'm still committed to a certain extent, but we've had such a blessed film festival run, so it's been great. In the meantime, I'm doing that still, but I'm in early development on another feature script with a talented writer, actor, producer that I met with last week, and so we're talking about kind of developing this script that he has written, that he's attaching me to direct. That we are hopefully shooting next spring. So that's kind of in the works for me in the more immediate future. Yeah.
Well, you want to wish you the best, because it's one of the best debut films that we've seen for a long time. And we're looking forward to seeing you in Miami. Safe journeys.
Thank you so much. And likewise, I look forward to it.
Yeah, let's do it. Yeah. Push down. Get the fuck up. We gotta keep moving. One team on 3. Ready?